I did ask them what their objectives were to be here today, and what each of their roles were, and they gave me those. They were accommodating. This is not a simple event. This is a complex event. It's an historical event that needs to be documented.
The objective today is to survey 300 feet from the north side of the toe of the levee, 300 feet in, and the width of your property, looking for identifying all the vegetation that's within that area, and if there's any sheds in that area too. I need to check inside for hazardous material, and I'll be taking pictures, and I'll be taking notes, and I'll be taking GPS coordinates.
First it was the levee. Second, the road. Now third, between the road and the levee, 1930 to the present, there's a third effort to take possession of land. And that's a real strong message to the owners.
We have a right, an American given right, to protect our land and our property, and we have that right to ask that the government follow the law and participate in the protection of our property, and not just come and slam their way through. We've been in this vicinity for years and years, for generations, and these are the people that were given very little information and actually signed the waiver, and now they're scared. When they came forth to talk to them about purchasing the land, well, they said, well, there was never any issue, any decision about selling the land. We just gave you permission to come and take a look. This is what you told us, and now you're saying we have to sell the land, and if we don't sell it, we're going to be taken to court. When they were saying, well, they didn't need to go to the south side of the levee because they had surveyed it, I said, you surveyed this land? And quickly they said, no, we skipped yours.
No, ma'am.
We skipped over it, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
No, we don't even get out of the car.
They very quickly changed that. No, we didn't go into your land. We stayed out. I served with the military for 17 years. My father served in the military. I was proud to be a chief nurse and a staff nurse in care of veterans who served our country. One of the major initiatives in government just before I retired in 2000 was everybody's got to have diversity training. Well, you're telling them you're going to take their land if they don't sell it to you for whatever it is that they're offering you. And then on top of that, you give them a document they can't even read. Over this period that I've been dealing with the government, some of the lawyers couldn't identify the place where this was. When I didn't sign the first waiver and I got the second waiver, I learned a lot about what that meant. And so I realized that, they were going to come after the land no matter what. And if we didn't negotiate it, we didn't sell, they would take it with the declaration of taking, yes. And when we went with our opposition on the declaration of taking, and we said, hey, you're not following the right law, that's when government began to take steps to follow the law. Representative Grijalva is taking a lead on coming and helping us here in South Texas. It was only after he started doing this that our own congressman from our state began to follow suit. I'm equally as disappointed with all three of our presidential candidates, actually, because all three of them signed the Secure Fence Act. All three of them signed the amendment. They were in favor of the amended law that was signed, the Appropriations Omnibus Bill that was signed into law the 26th of December 2007. They also have watched Secretary Chertoff violate these laws and continue to violate these laws, and they do nothing to stop him. I don't know what they thought our population here in South Texas was, that they were not very knowledgeable about who we are.